What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So a few weeks ago I put up a survey asking what type of content you guys wanted to see, and unsurprisingly installations were the most requested. So I got you guys. Today we're going to be installing a ported throttle body. And so this comes from Modern Muscle Extreme, as you can see right here. So a ported throttle body basically starts out as a stock unit, but it's been precision machined and hand finished to improve airflow. So they basically smooth out the inside, and that allows less restriction. So it's kind of like porting a cylinder head, same part, just optimized. The reason I went with this is because I wanted something that would work without having a tune. Even though I do plan on tuning it soon, that's kind of the overall picture. But I wanted something that was plug and play, that was also going to improve throttle response. That's the main thing that I'm going for right now. As far as power, we're going to take care of that when we get it tuned. But before we do the installation, let's get a feel for how the car performs currently. All right, guys, so we're going to do some baseline testing. This is the stock throttle body. We're going to try to get some 0 to 60 times, as well as some G-force pulls to kind of measure the acceleration. Especially with the G-force, we're going to see if we notice any increase in acceleration. And 0 to 60 times, not really expecting too much of a difference, to be honest with you guys, until I actually tune it. But we're just going to get some, like I said, some baselines and see how she performs before the modification and after with the ported throttle body. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so we're gonna test out our 0 to 60. Run. Alright guys, so when it came to the 0 to 60, my best time was 5.3. I did a 6.4, and the last one was a 7.4. So that'll be our baseline, and once I get the new throttle body installed, we'll go ahead and see how it performs. As far as G-forces, we weren't really doing anything, man. To be honest, you really need to be on the track to move those numbers, or doing speed, maybe merging into traffic on the interstate, going around a curve or something like that. But, just the testing I did on some isolated back roads here, weren't really even moving the needle. Top speed 120, but that wasn't today. So we need to go ahead and get the old throttle body off, and I'll show you how to do that. First thing you want to do is go ahead and disconnect the battery. You guys have seen that on enough videos, so I'm not going to show that part, but I will go ahead and disconnect the battery right now, and then we'll jump into the install. All right, so the first thing we want to do is go ahead and remove the engine cover. Pop this off. Then we're going to go ahead and disconnect the cold air intake. There's a screw here too that we're going to go ahead and remove this. Set that to the side. All right, so here we have the throttle body, and you can see that there's some bolts right here. Green ones that we're going to need to remove. There should be 4 of those. Yeah, the other one's kind of hidden. You can see it right in there. So we're going to go ahead and remove those bolts. We will also need to disconnect this. Definitely want to be careful not to drop these bolts. And they're not in there all that tight because this part back here is plastic. So when we install the new one, we want to make sure not to over tighten it and crack it. All right, and it's off. One thing you do want to check too is this gasket right here. You want to make sure that that's good. Ours still looks to be in good shape. You want to make sure you don't take that off. And now we're ready to go ahead and install the new one. All right, guys, so let's see if I can show you the difference here. If you look at the stock one, you see that there's this little ridge right there. This one, you see how it's smoothed out. And so it's little things like that that are done to improve airflow. So this stock one is an 80 millimeter throttle body. This one's ported out to 87 millimeters. But it doesn't require a tune. Everything's going to work as normal. The ECU will go ahead and relearn kind of the increased airflow, and I'll show you what the relearning process looks like once we get this one bolted in. So let's go ahead and get the new one up there and see how she performs. All right, so we have it back up there installed. Everything's plugged back in, looks good. So now just need to go ahead and put the engine cover back on and reconnect the battery. All right, guys, so now we need to do the throttle relearn, and basically all you're going to do is just turn the ignition to the on position, but we're not going to actually start the car right now. And so basically we're just going to let it sit for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to turn it off, and then we'll start the car normally. And this basically just helps the ECU adapt to the new airflow. And of course, since I disconnected my battery, I lost the SRT pages, so I'm going to have to wait for those to come back up there. Usually it takes about an hour or so, so they'll pop back up there. And then I'll be able to go back through performance pages and get some more testing. That'll be the next video that I do, so stay tuned for that. But I am going to kind of do the butt dyno and see if I notice any improvement once we get it started. So it's been about 30 seconds now, so we're going to turn it off. All right, cool. So that turned off. So now we're just going to go ahead and start it as normal. Cool. So we don't have any check engine light or anything on right now, so we should be good to go. I'm going to let the car run for just a little bit to give the ECU a little more time to kind of relearn the airflow, and then we'll go ahead and take it for a little test drive. I forgot to mention, when I was testing it out, when it was stock, I was in track mode. Yeah, I'll say right now that I do definitely feel and hear a difference. Throttle response is definitely improved. I still don't have performance pages up yet. Probably won't be until tomorrow morning when I'll be able to test that out, but like I said, that'll be a separate video anyways. So I definitely do feel throttle response, an increase in throttle response. But it doesn't feel more powerful, really. You know, that'll come when I get it tuned. I'll be expected to get an increase in power. So if you're looking for an easy upgrade to get a little bit more throttle response, I'd say it's definitely worth it. I'll put a link in the description to where you can pick this up. Like I said, I'm also going to be getting my car tuned probably within the next few days, hopefully. So stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Look forward for those videos. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.